Alright, so 13 Silverado, and we are doing broken exhaust manifold bolts. People see it. Broken bolt and manifold right there. So we are going to, guy wants new manifolds, so we're going to do new manifolds. So I'm going to show you how to do new manifolds on a 13 Silverado 1500 5.3. So yeah, so you know, you prep it. You just, all you're gonna do is take the wheels off, take the wheel wells out both sides, and I'll show you. Okay, so first thing you're gonna do is attempt to save the wires. Oh jeez, I like to use these pliers. Somebody did not use grease on these suckers. Comes. Yeah, that wire's toast. We're gonna need some wires. The wires are glued on there. Yep, they're all glued. Oh, that one came out. That one came out too. It's actually not bad. This one, bad. This one here, we're gonna replace a set of fucking new wires over here. Oh yeah, that one's screwed. See, sometimes this is what happens. They'll pull through, and it's unfortunate. Lucky for us, we got new wires over there, so ta-da. Okay, now what I like to do is just set the wires up under the engine harness, out of the way. Fuck them. So they just stay right up there. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe these ones don't today. Okay, these ones don't want it today. Now, if you're trying to do this on like a new gen Camaro or something, you're gonna have to take the plugs out, but we don't have to on this. The only thing you're gonna have trouble with, I can almost guarantee you, is the dipstick. It's a pretty clean truck, especially for something in New England. It's actually a really clean truck. Take your light, go right down here in front of the starter, lift up on your, just go side to side on a dipstick. Side to side, and yep, that sucker's in there all right. Good little hooch in there. Kidding me? Guess we're out of hooch. You can get in there with a little bit of hooch. Jiggle and pull. And then your dipstick will go right out. Come right back down to you. Butter. I don't know why I decided to say that like a Southern nightmare knucklehead. Okay, now this is an aluminum head. I really don't care what breaks off. So the next thing you're going to want to do is get the 3 downpipe bolts out. I am going to jack the truck up, pull these 3 bolts out here. I don't know if it's going to pull the stud or not. So one thing you're going to have to do is get this one out from here. So this one always is a pain in the ass. This actually looks like it might not have been done that long ago. Give a little knock, give the camera a little knock. Sweet biscuits. So I only gotta get 2 of them. One there, you didn't have to pull the O2 sensor. Alright, now I'm not going to show you this, but we're going to go underneath the truck and zip the other 2 out. Okay, so problem solved. We got our thing off there. Now this is what I like to do to try to avoid breaking things. You're going to take air hammer bit with a flat air hammer bit on your air hammer. You're going to put it right on the manifold. Vibrate the manifold. And you can also, without putting any pressure on the nut, just put a little bit of vibration on the end of the bolt. And what that's going to do is put a little bit of vibration. Don't push on it or you'll mush the bolt. So you get down in there, you get a little bit of vibration on the bolts, and it'll vibrate down the threads. We have 1 broken one in the back already. They break off all the time on the Chevys in the back. And then they're 13 mils. Damn these air fittings. Alright. So you got 13 mils across the board. Get in there. There's 1. 2. 3. 4. Usually 6. We're only going to get 5 out of this one. And that's how you get them out without breaking them. Shh, don't tell anybody. And there's your manifold. Grabaggio. And we have our stuck gasket. Valves are looking so dry. It's crazy how clean valves look on a port injected motor. Why they went to direct injected motors, I would like to know. But that's how you get in there and get it. So now we're going to work on our outside bolt. I'm gonna move the camera and I'll show you how to get these bolts out of, straight up out of the aluminum heads. So we have our stupid thing here that we gotta get off, and then we have this. So this sucker right here, you just get a pair of dikes on there and just, that comes off. Make sure your plug's good, your plug's not cracked. A lot of times when you spin it, the wire won't spin, and that's what happens. So I'm gonna show you how to get this off next, right here. Okay, so I have these small tornado sockets. I like to use the tornado sockets as the first option. This is a 775 to start with. And a lot of times it'll just come right out for you because the bolt isn't, the vibration cracks the head off. So what ends up happening is the bolt's just threaded in normally, like it didn't get cross threaded. So the only thing you have to do just keep on chugging along. And that's it right there. Just come right out. So you just tap the socket, it'll fall right out. And that's the end of that situation. Now we're gonna clean. Okay, so we got our gasket on, just hanging on the Sparkies right now. Two things you got to make sure on this side, on the passenger side. You have to, when you set the manifold in, you have to make sure this is in the right position to flange at the back of the exhaust. If it's not in the right position, you won't be able to jimmy it on, and you'll have to take the O2 sensor out if you go and finish it without doing that. So you want to pay attention and put that on the stud. We're just gonna go for one of the middle ones. I like to go for the upper one in the front cylinder. Set that in there like this. Set this in there like this. Get it in there. Lift our gasket up, put our gasket on there. And then just get it started. Gotta get at least 2 on for it to kind of stay where it needs to be, right there. Get yourself a long 13. Snug those 2 down a little bit. Oh my bad, the Velcro bolts are a 12. So if to get the blue Velcro bolts, they're 12. Just snug them down a little bit. Close enough. Just before it touches. Again, these are our Velcros. They are blue, just blue bolts. Go ahead and get the next ones in. One. Drop one. So you're gonna have to jimmy it around a little bit. This is why I say you don't want to tighten it. One there, one there, one there. Your gasket will also be labeled, so you'll have a up and a down and a manifold side. Just make sure you pay attention to that up, the down, and the manifold side. Get them all threaded down. You start from the middle bolt, in between the back two. You come back to the middle bolt, then the end bolt. Same thing in the front. That's it. Now we're going to go ahead and torque those down. But the reasoning of why the reason you need to have this flange on right here is because this flange that goes against this O2, it doesn't really, it's not really happy with itself. So you need to have that there so that you can do this. My lovely ass forgot the gasket, so I'm not gonna bolt this side up. I'm gonna unbolt the other side from the manifold and pull this pipe down and slide the donut gasket in there. But typically you'd click your new donut in. Anyway, typically you click your new donut in and you'll be good to go. My new donut's on the bench over there, so I'm not gonna go get it. But that's how you do the manifold on this side. Now you're just gonna vice versa plug all your spark plugs in and put your oil dipstick right back down in before you do anything else. There's in the second hole. Feed that in there. Okay, I'm gonna leave it loose right now because I have to go back through and torque these down. But yeah, you bolt it back in, torque it back in, plug all your sparky marks back in, and then you're gonna hook this up right here, and then you can move around to the other side. But I'm gonna leave this loose. The other side needs a little bit more to jimmy it out, so we're gonna leave the pipe loose before I do any of that. And you put your new gaskets in. Okay, this side a little trickier. Get your manifold right in here. So again, we got the wheel well out. I went ahead and pulled the spark plugs out. First step, always pull the spark plug wires out. So this side we don't have a dipstick to contend with, but we do have the body to contend with on the back bolt that's broken. Not going to be a big deal because it's the back bolt, and like I said, it should be still easy enough to get out. So what we're gonna do now is the same process. We're gonna vibrate the manifold right here on the bottom of it and right here on the side top of it. Give each little bolt a vibrate. And then we're gonna roll underneath and take out the 15s underneath. All right, so I ended up having to take the other manifold out of the other side because the other side was machined wrong and the gasket wouldn't fit in the hole in the bottom of the manifold. So, got another one, put the gasket on, put that other side back together. Now we're back onto this side. So, right here on the bottom, if you can kind of see, on the bottom there's a nice little groove here. You're going to take your air hammer to vibrate this. You're going to put it right there and just let her rip. And that's going to vibrate the manifold free. Swap on over. Switch that to that, switch this to this. Factory bolts are 13 milli. And then we are going to go to town on the bolts again. Per usual. Why do I feel like I have no air? Over the top. Good. Oop, we got another one that busted off. As the head cleaned off. A lot of these will rust inside the manifold, and that's why you'll end up with that. We'll try one more thing and vibrate the bolt. That on it. Don't push when you do this. Just want to vibrate the manifold a little bit. And then vibrate the bolt a little bit. Right on the head of it. Just enough to like get the head, vibrate down the threads a little bit. That one's probably gonna break off. That one came out. We got one more here. Sometimes when you put a long extension on there, it just is not happy. I promise you, long extension is the way to go here. May not be long enough. A little longer extension so you can get out here and get some leverage. Never hurt nobody. A little leverage ain't never hurt nobody. That's it. So we got two broken studs we got to get out on this one. We only have one bolt that did break off, and that's that. So now your manifolds are off. It's kind of tough to see here, but kind of tough to see. But your manifold's off. Now you're gonna go up, go up with it. Yep. Nope, I guess you're not. Now I'm stuck. What the hell am I stuck on? Son of a bitch. So, there is a piece here. Sometimes you can, depending on the year truck and the angle of the manifold, you can get it out, but up top. But this one, the steering shaft is in the way. So you can take this, pull this harness out. And see if we can't mess it underneath. So I don't want to take the Y pipe out. Nah, this one's not gonna be good to us here. This one is not gonna be good to us. Nope. So we're gonna have to take the steering shaft off on this 100%. So there's a centerpiece on the steering shaft. So 15 mil. Couldn't have just given me a ½ inch clearance like every other fucking Chevy one. Little dunce. Huh? Let's see if we can vibrate this steering shaft a little. Trying to get the steering shaft to separate. Looks like it is. Looks like it is not. I'm gonna have to take the Y pipe out, aren't I? Alright, so new plan. I think I got it. Okay, so manifold in there, studs in the bottom, manifold's in. I ended up having to tap the back hole, just welded it and pulled the nut out with just welded a nut to it, pulled the old rusted bolt out, and then this front one that broke off just came right out. Now we got our new manifold in there, and as you can see, I put it in. You have to on this side. If you can't get the steering shaft to separate, I couldn't get this to separate, and I wasn't going to fight with it. It has a little bit of flex to it. If you take the shield off the new manifold, you can slide it in, and now I'm going to go ahead and put the shield in separate. Save you a little time there. But yeah, that's pretty much how you do manifolds on a 5.3 here. Just easy. Get through the wheel well, do it, take an hour aside. Nothing crazy. If you end up with broken bolts, it ends up worse than that. Pretty much nothing to it, man.